You're about to witness one of the fastest sports in the world, with a ball traveling at speeds close to 200 miles per hour.
Sacrifice. Fearless. Passion. You have to be a little crazy. The ball's moving up to 200 miles an hour. I'm trying to push it to 3.
Yeah, a little further back. There you go.
Which urgent care do you want to try this time?
This one's only a mile away.
Ooh, and it's in network.
This is our best idea yet.
Steve. So close.
It's not always easy to control your enthusiasm, but with UnitedHealthcare, it's easy to find quick care options and compare costs.
That's my husband.
Let me try this.
Second time's the charm.
Oh, there goes mine.
UnitedHealthcare.
It's important to recognize that you are a team, in sports and in life. You are strong when they are weak, and you give support when they need it most. Correcting when an injury sidelines the journey, and remembering that no isn't an option. You can keep pushing yourself and your teammate, because your energy is their energy, and greatness comes from pushing through.
Build in sport, made for life. Mueller.
Back in a few minutes for the start of this great match. Tune in. Coming up next, Parrilla, Warigon, right here on IRT Live.
All right, did you know I was the Mommy Slam Dunk Champion?
Really?
Yes, really don't sound so surprised.
Let's see it.
Oh, you're ready. All right, here we go. Let's hear the crowd. So go to right, I go to left, fake 'em out. Mama, go up.
She did it.
Again?
You can't avoid gravity, but UnitedHealthcare can help you avoid financial surprises by helping you compare costs and doctor quality ratings. UnitedHealthcare.
Uh-huh.
What keeps me going in racquetball is my family, everybody who supports me, and just the feel of a win at the end of a tournament is what keeps me going. That's all I need. Winning is something you just can't explain to somebody unless they've felt it before. You know all the hard work has paid off, and you've tried so hard to get to that point, and you finally do it, and it's amazing. I'm Holly Scott, I play for Gearbox, and you should too.
I think one of the biggest things about Gearbox is just the quality and the reliability of their product. I know that no matter what I do, whatever product I choose, whatever racket I choose, I'm going to like it no matter what. It's something that's very comforting as a player. to have a very consistent product in your hand every single practice session, match, after match. It's just really nice to have. My name is Bobby Horn. Don't make a mistake. Get yourself an M40 right now.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Getting ready to start this round of 32 matchups. The UnitedHealthcare U.S. Open Racquetball Championships is brought to you by UnitedHealthcare. No matter how you get in the complex healthcare system, we can make it simpler. Visit uhc.com for a quote today. And also, My Pillow, simply the best pillow, sheets, and mattress toppers you will ever sleep on. Proudly made in the USA. Visit mypillow.com and please use coupon code USOPEN for incredible discounts today. So there's our lineup. Dean Bear in the booth with Karen Grizz. We got Parrilla Warigon next up on the show court after this match. Rocky Carson, Maurice Miller. That should be a really good one, Karen.
I think they're both going to be good. I think we have a great afternoon lineup coming up, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see the singles after some of the great doubles matches we saw this morning.
Yeah, you know, the round of 32s are just starting. We got a lot of really good matchups in the round of 32s. I mean, some of them could be final matches in you know, regular tier 2s or, you know, even good maybe quarterfinal matches in round of 16, you know, in our regular tier 1s. So we got Carson Miller, Waslenchuk, Estrada. I'm actually super excited for that matchup. I've watched Estrada down at the Black Gold tournament, and he serves these bombs. I'm very interested to see if they can transcend into, you know, what was in Mexico, if they can transcend here into the show court here, which is, you know, theoretically Kane's home.
Yes, it
is. You know, his office, I should say, not home, but it's his office.
Mm-hmm. And that'll be interesting for the people viewing us as well, because a lot of people probably have not seen Estrada play yet, so that'll be good for them to see a newcomer.
Absolutely. So the International Racquetball Tour would like to thank all the players that participate in any one of our sanctioned events. The tour would also like to thank the millions of fans watching alongside at home and those of you who are lucky enough to make it to one of our events. Special thanks to this tournament, the U.S. Open, Doug Gannum, the tournament director and U.S. Open coordinator. Introducing the fans out there today is Otto Dietrich. He's going to introduce the players. Not sure if you guys can pick that up, but we also want to thank the IRT sponsors. We've been thanking the U.S. Open sponsors all day. It's time to get, down and dirty, so to speak. We have to thank Headpen. They're not only our scoreboard sponsor of the IRT, they're not just the official ball sponsor of the IRT, the WOR, the USAR, and the LPRT. Headpen is the industry leader in all things racquetball. Check them out online today, www.head.com/racquetball. Karen, speaking of the LPRT, they are on one of the other courts. So if you want to see some of the women's matches as well, you can go to the lprttour.com, their website, and you can see some of that now.
Yep, and we
As you can see, Mr. Troy Warigon jump. Listen, Troy is made for this court. He is, he's electric. And to be honest, I've known Troy since he's about 8 years old.
So have
he
I.
was this little chubby kid that used to come down to Long Island to play with a mouth that could not back up his game. And to be honest, his game backs up the mouth now.
It does.
He's come a long way.
I think he's come a long way both ways, both in his game and in his mouth. He loves to talk out there. He loves to show his emotion. You always know what he's thinking. But at the same time, he's very respectful of the people that he plays with, and he just loves the game so much.
Yeah. So Troy Warigon's from Maryland. Andree Parrilla, ladies and gentlemen, is from St. Louis, Port de Sea. I'm just extremely excited about this matchup coming up right here. Andree had a super hard doubles match last night. It must have been very difficult for him. And to be honest, I saw a lot of flaw in Andree's game last night. He is the number 3 ranked player on tour, and in the doubles match, he needed to step up and take over, and he didn't do that. So I'm expecting adjustments in his mental game here today for Andree Parrilla. Wins the toss, comes out, drive serving.
Yeah, and I think this will be a good, test for him as well. He was in Laurel 2 weeks ago, and he lost to Andres Acuna in a tiebreaker. Andres was playing amazing, so it was great. And, Parrilla didn't play badly, but like you said, he was, that was a game that we would expect him to win, and he didn't there. So I think he wants to redeem himself a little here.
Karen, that's a really, really good point. I almost forgot that Andree, the last tournament he played, he did not have the results that he normally gets. Atlanta, he went all the way to the finals. And here he is, the 2 weeks later, he lost in I think it was the round of 16s, Andres Acuna is a great player, but Andre's number 3. And if he wants to stay there, he has to start right now at the U.S. Open.
I agree. All right, Troy's in the box.
So Andree and Troy Warigon only played once, and Andree is 1-0.
Okay, we get the first dive from Troy there.
You're going to see a lot of Troy. I like his little, his Maryland.
He's got his Maryland
sock.
Sleeve, leg sleeve, is that what we call
You see him hold his hand up there like, hey, I didn't see that. That's because you went the wrong way, Troy. So Troy Warigon, a very, his record on tour, 12-26. And Andree Parrilla, 56 wins, 39 losses.
Okay, short serve.
They're roughly the same age. They're both 23. Troy's actually a little older. Nice little cut serve down the line by Andree Parrilla. So Andre's played 9 seasons on tour. So like I was saying last night, he's a veteran. He's a young veteran. Troy is in his 5th season playing matches on tour. But this can also be a turning point for someone like Troy Warigon to kind of cement himself in racquetball, to kind of take a step forward. He's kind of been on the same plane a lot, but it's nice to see him making the round of 32s here at a U.S. Open. I think that skipped. I think that's
calling it a skip. I agree with that. They're calling it a skip.
Troy trying to sell it. Salesman.
And I think you're right. I mean, Troy, even though he's been on the tour for 5 years, he hasn't been playing full time all those years. He hasn't been able to go to all the stops. This year he's trying to get to more stops, and last year he started getting to more stops as well. So I think you're right. These kinds of matches are the ones where he can really start to show what he's going to be able to do on the tour. That's a nice shot by Parrilla.
Beautiful pass by Andree Parrilla. I think it's 3-0 on the head pen scoreboard here. The referee is the Colombian player, I believe, who just lost his match against Alex Landa. Good pick up there by Parrilla.
I didn't get to watch that match, but I did see a little in the chat that people were asking if Gomez was hurt. Do we know? What was your impression? Did you see it at all?
I didn't see a lot of the match. I saw. I was watching some of the doubles. I was. I had some meetings this morning with some potential sponsors. And speaking of sponsors, you're out there, you want to sponsor the IRT, email me, dean@irt-tour.com. Short serve. Andree Parrilla, second serve, high lob, Nick. Good pick up there by Troy Warigon. So like you said, Troy's from Elkridge, Maryland, and Andree is from San Luis Potosí, Mexico. Both players sporting the Gearbox attire and rackets. Nice flatty right there by Parrilla.
Troy has to get that serve a little bit shorter just so it doesn't come off the back wall and set him up. Goes to the forehand there.
Andree couldn't catch up. The UnitedHealthcare U.S. Open Racquetball Championships once again is brought to you by KWM Gutterman, Inc., the largest manufacturer and #1 seller of gutter machines in the U.S. Manufacturing the best, built to stand the test. Visit kwmgutterman.com to learn more.
They're going to replay that one. Troy was kind of down on his knees when Andree went to hit it.
Here we go, Troy. Nice high lob to Andree's forehand. That's interesting. Nice wallpaper.
It's a nice shot by
Troy.
Troy.
What Troy did right there was turn and take a forehand, kind of used his body to box Andree out, push him towards the left side of the court, left the whole right side open. Excellent execution right there from Troy. Needs to get on the board, and I think that's his first point.
Okay, well, Troy tried a lob serve there after his drive serve last time didn't work and was not able to turn it over for a point. Side out.
Parrilla serving. Big setup for Parrilla. Great hands by Andree. I like the little, the cut kind of off speed he throws out there, almost like a changeup. You don't know if he's going to blast it cross court or just kind of dink it into the corner. What Andree does very well here. I don't know if it's me, Karen. That looks short. I don't know. Maybe it's my eyes. I don't know. I got to get them checked. Good thing I'm not the referee.
It was close. That one was short.
Maybe that other point was a replay. I don't know.
As far as I know, they only replayed one, but.
See, Troy just seems to be banging. Like, I don't think he's making the right shot. He seems to just kind of swing hard. See how he's pinching and that ball's, like, really up? Troy, very easy pass for Andree Parrilla. Troy's body is in front of that dotted line, and if you're ever in front of that line, you are always susceptible to the pass.
Yes.
And it was very easy for Andree to score a point there.
Yeah, Andree definitely had control of the court there. I think it's a
very good timeout
backhand.
by Troy Warigon.
Timeout.
We'll be back in a minute right here on IRT Live.
People in racquetball are my family. I like to say that's one of the things I enjoy about the sport so much is that once you play it, once you get into it, then you become part of a family. It makes traveling on the road as much as we do easy, way easier than what it possibly could be if we didn't.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dean Baer in the booth with me today. Co-commentator, Karen Grizz. So, Karen, tell me a little bit about your role here at the U.S. Open is quite complex. Tournament desk, IRT treasurer, now broadcasting. How do you like being in the booth?
I love being in the booth. I definitely do not want to take your job, Dean. No, but it's a lot of fun. I love to do it once in a while. It's, you have to concentrate really hard on the matches, but I get to, watch some amazing matches that maybe I wouldn't necessarily have the time to see otherwise. So, I just, as a fan of racquetball, it's fun to be able to out here and do this and to try to, analyze people's games who have a much better game than me.
Yeah, well, to be honest, the more you do this, the better you're going to play yourself. I hate to.
I hope that's true.
I'm gonna let you know you're going to get better.
Good. I hope that's true.
So Parrilla back in the service box. I believe it's still 8-0.
Short serve.
Second serve. Nice little. Andree very much in control here. Kind of smooth sailing. You see how Andree took that shot? There were some players will hold up hoping to get the avoidable, and when they don't get the avoidable, they get the hashtag just a replay. And it's very nice to see veteran moves from Andree Parrilla.
Yeah, I mean, he knew he had the whole court to the right open, so you might as well take that shot because even with a diving Troy, he couldn't get to that. Second serve. He goes for the backhand lob again. Troy has a good pass on that one. He short hopped it. So back in the service box.
So the only time these guys ever played was in 2017-18 season. So it was in April of 2018 in Sarasota, Florida at the Florida IRT Regional Championships, the round of 32s. And Andree won 15-8, 15-7. But I'll tell you, since then, Andree has come a long way. Obviously, he had to qualify back then. And here he is, the number 3 seed in the U.S. Open. Pretty impressive for a 23-year-old Andree Parrilla.
Yes, it is.
Look
That
at
was a
those
great
hands.
backhand reverse pinch.
You know, I've been, like I said before, I've been following Troy for, you know, not following Troy, but I've known Troy playing since he's about 8 years old. He used to come down to Long Island. But I've known Andree since he's 16. His first pro stop was in Long Island, New York, I believe at the Cactus Salon. And Yep, the Cactus Salon tournament. No, that wasn't his first. He played in nationals in Fullerton when it was a pro stop. But he came to Long Island one time as a 16-year-old, didn't speak much Spanish, you know, and he stayed with me for 4 days, and it was just a pleasure to meet him. You know, he comes from a racquetball family, and it just was. I honestly watched him kind of grow up on the racquetball court. It's quite, you know, I love it. So it's 10 serving 1. Sorry about that, Troy, when you watch the video. So, and Troy's coming from a racquetball family, too. I mean, his dad, you know, is also on our board, one of the IRT investors, and on our board of directors, Slimo. And
he plays racquetball
And he plays
as well.
racquetball.
Yep.
Yeah, he's not that good. You know, he's not Troy good. We got the best of Slimo in Maryland, I think at a Christmas tournament that was down there in the 40 and overs. Or with Centurion. Had to take out Slimo. It was good. It was a good match. Want to remind everybody in the chat box, please like and share our feed.
That's a
Troy's
big
going to sell that,
backhand.
but it was a good shot. Troy
thought it
thinks
was
it's skipped by the noise, but honestly, that's a kill shot noise on the show court here.
Yeah, I thought it was too. Priya sticking with the lob backhand. Troy's short hopped that serve a couple of times. The problem is
a nice rally by Troy. You know, keep him. His feet were forward. Open stance, kill shot down the line. Great shot by Troy.
Yep. Let's see. He's going to go to the forehand again with that serve.
I'd like to see Troy maybe do his walking drive serve that he does. Honestly, he needs to do something different than just kind of float one up for Andree to kind of hit. So Nate is saying in the chat box he can't wait for the Tier 1 in Wisconsin. It's going to be good. I heard a lot about that club. And how the atmosphere is kind of insane, so I'm looking forward to that.
We love to hear that.
Nice little stroke there by Troy Warigon. Move himself back in the service box.
Okay, we'll see if he can. We'll see if Troy does listen to you and changes up his serve, but it looks like he's going.
Well, he's going to drive,
Okay.
but he's doing a standing drive. He uses that walking drive sometimes, but that's. You know, and there's something to be said because he was probably, you know, doing that standing alone drive on the other courts in the gym here, which have cement walls, which is extremely effective, but that ball is coming so far off the back wall that it's very easy for Andree to Parrilla.
Oh, that's a great serve right there.
What a ace by Parrilla. Andree's really showing why he's number 3 in the world right now.
He is. He looks really comfortable out there.
See Troy's
that's
shot
a great
right
shot.
off the bat.
Yeah.
He's hitting the short. His contact point is a little too high. His ball is probably about 1.5 feet off the front wall, and it's just coming flying off the back wall. He really needs to lower his contact point and maybe bend his knees a little more when he has his setups. Andree buries that into the corner. Game 1 in the books. Ladies and gentlemen, Minneapolis, Minnesota, UnitedHealthcare, U.S. Open Racquetball Championships. Dean Bear and Karen Grizz will be back in a minute right here on IRT Live.
It's all about passion. I think I don't have anything to prove anymore in the sport. At the beginning of my career, I wanted to be one of the best, but I have nothing to prove. I play with no pressure. I'm just enjoying every moment. But when people are cheering for you and stop their whatever they're doing, their jobs, or to go watch you play, I mean that makes you feel good and makes you want to try it hard and give a good show for that people. I'm Manolo Beltran. Get your M40 so you can play like me.
My name is Bobby Horn, or David Horn as some might know me as.
Oh my goodness.
The Reaching Dream Foundation has helped me out a lot in the last, for as long as I can remember, really.
Oh, too good.
This sport has taken me to a place that I never thought I would be before.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. UnitedHealthcare U.S. Open Racquetball Championships brought to you by Mueller Sports Medicine. Proud to be a national co-sponsor of the UnitedHealthcare U.S. Open. Our products help keep you on the court. Visit www.muellersportsmed.com to check out our full offering of sports medicine products. As well as, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a lot of sponsors here at the U.S. Open. The Lewis Drug, honored to support the life-saving work of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Can I just tell you guys what Lewis Drug does for the IRT and the U.S. Open? I will be honest with you, the U.S. Open would probably have a hard time to exist without the support from Lewis Drug, as well as he hosts one of the greatest Tier 1s we have all year, and it's all funded directly by Lewis Drug. He would not take another sponsor. He wants to support racquetball. So support those who support us, ladies and gentlemen. Also, Sports Minneapolis. Visit Minneapolis.org for everything you need to know to visit our great city. A couple more here, ladies and gentlemen. Trio Orthopedic Centers, proud to be a major co-sponsor of the U.S. Open. We are the Twin Cities' leading provider of orthopedic care. Visit www.tria.com to learn how we can help keep you in the game. Game 2 getting ready. So, Karen, what does Troy have to do besides score more points to get himself into this match and not have it run away from him?
I think first he has to find a serve that's going to work. That serve wasn't it, no. But he hasn't gotten any easy points off of his serve, so I think he has to figure out how to serve more effectively on this court. And I think you're right. He played earlier. Yesterday he played on the cement courts, and I think maybe that's part of the problem here. That he hasn't adjusted. Yeah, and like I said before, Troy likes this court. He likes the lights. Mm-hmm. The fact that he's probably on the IRT on the channel is probably making him super excited. But you see, rushing himself right there. I don't like it. I don't like rushing his shot. And Andree's not going to miss that shot. That's kind of what Andree did last night against Cliff and Rocky. There was one serve he walked up and just kind of slap served it. No thought whatsoever. Mm-hmm. Just putting the ball in play. And, I think it was either Cliff or Rocky just buried it into the corner. Yeah. Very good anticipation. I think Troy has a chance, but despite what the score was in the first game, he is mentally tough. He's not going to give up. He's going to try for every point. He's not going to think about the score or worry about that. So I think he just needs to think about his shot selection, and if he can find a way to break through and get it maybe a couple points in a row, change the momentum.
Yeah, like you saw there, his serves are not good, and he need a better serve coming against number 3 in the world. Easy pass. Easy pass. Why? He's standing in front of the dotted line again. Had he been standing on the other side of that dotted line and give up the kill shot, he would have got that pass. It would have been very easy. Easier said than done, ladies and gentlemen.
It's always easy from out here, right?
Absolutely.
See,
I played my best
that
racquetball
short
from
hop.
sitting in this booth.
Yeah, exactly, don't we all? I mean, even that short hop, Troy tried to short hop it, but he short hopped it and left it way up for Andree to kill it. So if you're going to short hop it, you have to have it be the end of the point.
Troy's very intense and very focused. I like that. Not good shots again. Great serve by Andree Parrilla. So there's the difference, ladies and gentlemen. Andree Parrilla has a serve.
And Troy usually does have a serve too. Like I said, I think he just has to find it here. But we got a serve to the forehand by Andree. There. Now it's 3-0.
3 serving 0 on the head pen scoreboard. Great pinch right there by Troy Warigon. He said a long time ago, if he ever points up into the sky, it means he not got lucky, but that's not the shot he wanted, but he's going to take it and he's going to thank someone. And he's thanking someone who I guess is standing on the roof of the Target Center. Good Z serve. And here he gets the weak return, and he's got to put that ball away. This is a Troy rally. That's a technical, just so you know.
Yep.
It's a technical.
I think he yelled stay in. Is that what he did? He yelled stay in,
yeah, but
right?
he can't speak because it's Andree's shot.
Yep.
The IRT would like to give a special thanks to Gearbox for being one of our inside industry partners. Check out all the latest and innovative equipment from Gearbox. Gearbox Sports supports not only the sport of racquetball, but many athletes as well. Check them out online today, www.gearboxsports.com.
Nice backhand pinch.
Nice shot by Troy Warigon. 0 serving 4. So I would like to see him go back to that Z serve and generate the weak return. Well, he went for the crack, but he got the weak return.
He
and
did.
He didn't put it away. That's unavoidable.
Troy knew it.
Yeah.
He knew it.
Sachet.
He tries to sell it, but he knew it.
Yeah, but you see, he's getting the return, and he's not. That second shot from Troy has to be better. You know, again, you're playing number 3 in the world. So I want to see one rally that brings Troy into this game, and it's going to start with that serve, and I'd like him to do that Z serve again and get a nice setup and then just kill the ball.
Okay, goes for the... Goes for the pinch there. Oh, a blind
good rally,
pinch.
Good shot by Troy. Good Z serve. Here's the setup. Andree got a nice rally right there.
Another good get. That's the one Troy needs. That little short hop and killed it instead of leaving it up. That's what he needs.
It was a weak return by Andree Parrilla. But what was happening in the past is Andree was giving him the weak return, but Troy was, just leaving the ball up, giving Andree a second chance here.
All right, so that was a better serve. He didn't come off the back wall, so Parrilla couldn't.
He shot that ball right down Broadway.
Good diving get by Parrilla there.
Yeah,
There you
it's
go.
okay.
That's the
Just
shot.
keep shooting bullets, Troy. You got Andree going each way. That's a very good, another really good point by Troy Warigon. Drive serve. Oh, Andree saw that. So that Z, although it was a good serve, it wasn't deep enough. In other words, that first bounce was a little bit more on the left side of the court, and it just held up right into Andree's wheelhouse for a forehand.
Mm-hmm. All right, 4-2. Parrilla gets a quick point there. 5-3, sorry.
Come on, scoreboard operator.
Dean's going to fire me.
Scoreboard operator, commentator, desk manager, treasurer.
I'm failing miserably at my scorekeeping duties. I apologize to the people watching.
Because it's very easy to stay focused into the match, which we're doing, so it happens. We're working on it.
Troy was trying to sell it, but it was a skip.
Yeah.
And it's 6-3.
I mean, this is closest the match has been, 6-3 since it started. Great wide angle pass by Andree Parrilla, but Troy picks it up. Down the line, Troy. But look where he's standing. He was anticipating the pinch.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his, I think I saw Maurice Miller in the background there.
Yeah, well, Maurice is playing next up on this court afterwards. We'll be streaming that match as well. He's going to be playing with Rocky Carson. But yes, they are good friends and doubles partners. So
pick up right there.
That was.
Oh, that was a great dive by Troy going to the back wall. It's not his fault. Andree's right in the way.
That's a great shot by Andree.
Look where he's standing. He's in front of that line. He's playing in the front of the court way too much.
He's going to take a timeout.
We'll take a short break right here, and we'll be back in a minute right here on IoT Live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's Troy Warigon walking onto the court. We have our court sweeper and cleaner, Jason Sauer. So just to clarify before, I got a little ahead of myself. When Troy was kind of talking, when he was kind of saying, hey, stay in, you know, he's wishing the ball to stay in because it did probably look like it was going through the uprights. I said instantly a technical. It's not a technical. It's a penalty hinder. But you're not allowed to talk after you swing and shoot the ball because then it's considered your opponent's time to shoot.
So we have a short serve there. We're back in action with Parrilla serving 8-3.
So just to clarify that for you guys at home, didn't want to give you misinformation. Oh, Troy couldn't catch up to that one.
By Parrilla.
Yeah, Andree's smooth sailing right here. We're going to interview the winner of this match right after our commercial break at the end here. If it happens to be Troy, it'll be in a little while. If it's Andree, it'll be in about maybe 7 minutes. 9, he's got 9 already. He's smooth sailing. I mean, Troy really, you know, he hasn't put together a couple of points in a row. That's an ace.
That was a great serve down the line, just over the service line.
Great serve. I mean, he's cutting that ball where Troy's leaning right to that left. I would do it again. That skipped in.
Yep. But again, Troy was a little lucky there that he skipped it because he wouldn't have been able to get to it if it didn't skip.
Troy Warigon.
All right, let's see if Troy can get a point here and start something because if he doesn't do it now, I don't think Andree will let him get back in.
To be honest, I don't. Troy has done nothing in this match to show me that he has the ability to string 5 or 6 points in a row to bring himself back into this game because that's exactly what he needs. He needs to score 5 or 6 points before Andree scores 1 or 2. And, he hasn't. You're playing the number 3 player in the world, and he's doing a round-the-world shot right there. Andree Parrilla, boom, right into the right side corner, sidewall, front wall, kill shot. Point, 11 serving 3.
I think you're right. Troy is trying to just hit the ball as hard as he can, and you can't do that with Parrilla because when he's so fast, he's going to dive for everything anyway, and it's not – you need to put the ball down.
Oh, right back at him, Troy. Right back at him again. Andree just touched and missed it. Not a good rally for Troy, but he has to, accept the fault that he made, and now he needs to build on it.
Let's see if he can get a point here. Let's see how he serves.
Oh, terrible serve and a terrible return by Andree.
I was thinking the exact same thing, but...
He's going to say that ball was perfect down the line. Sorry, Troy.
No, now he's just trying to rush. He's trying to force things, and that's not going to help.
I wonder if he has an appointment for lunch. He's rushing. He needs to relax. Great serve by Andree. You know what set up that serve?
That's a great return right there.
That ace before, that set up that serve because it was kind of sequential. You would have thought Andree was going for that forehand again, and he went right to the backhand. Great serve selection from Andree. Want to say hi to Federico, who's listening in.
It's 3 serving 12. Troy is back in the box. See if he can get a point this time. He's going back for the lob serve to the backhand. Parrilla has to play a defensive shot. And there Troy finally hits a forehand winner. So Troy gets a point. So Troy gets one there after a good shot down the line. And it's 4 serving 12. Let's see if he can get another one. He sticks to that lob serve to the backhand. They're both playing some defensive shots here. Andree goes to the ceiling again. And Troy hits a backhand shot. That's terrible. He wants a replay. He's not going to get it. He's going to talk to the ref for a second here. He's not going to win that argument, although he's trying to. Maybe he'll rile him up a little bit. But Parrilla's back in the service box, and it's 12 serving 4. So Troy was able to get one point there, but then the same thing. They had like 5 ceiling shots in a row, and then when Troy shot his backhand, it didn't go anywhere. It was not a good shot. But he is back in the box again, so we'll see if he can get another point. It's 4-12. He goes for the Z serve.
Which is going to generate the return he wanted. But here's a setup. Andree's not going to miss that.
Nope.
I don't know why he went with that 3 round the world shot instead of just a straight ceiling ball. Keep it simple. Troy needs to kind of go to basic racquetball. Good ceiling balls, decent serves, and execute. And Andree's making that extremely tough for him, and he's going to give him another one of them. That was a better one. Good pickup there by Troy Warigon. Can't catch up to that pinch by Andree Parrilla. Andree has just, his skill set from Andree Parrilla, it's just very superior to Troy Warigon right here, and it's showing in this match.
It is. And, today, and like I said a couple weeks ago when Andree was playing against Andrei Sakuna, he didn't play badly, but he was not playing he wasn't playing at this level. I can say that. He is definitely playing better.
In the U.S. Open,
Exactly.
they should step it up a little bit. There's Parrilla with his 14th point. So his first match point opportunity for Andree Parrilla. Remember, Rocky Carson, Maurice Miller coming up next on IRT Live.
And Dean will be doing an interview with the winner here, so stick around for that as well. Don't leave us.
Set up off the back wall. Troy's right there. Andree picks it up. Troy with a sails one. Big setup at the service box. Parrilla into the corner, and a great pickup by Troy, but he can't make the front wall. Ladies and gentlemen, match 15-1, 15-4. Andree Parrilla, the 3 seed, will move on to the round of 16s and take on the winner of Charlie Pratt and Eduardo Portillo. That should also be a good match. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we'll be right back here on IRT Live with an interview with the winner of this past match. Stay tuned for our commercial break. We'll be right back. Karen, thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Right here on IRT Live.
People in racquetball are my family. I like to say that's one of the things I enjoy about the sport so much is that once you play it, once you get into it, then you become part of a family. It makes traveling on the road as much as we do easy, way easier than what it possibly could be if we didn't.
It's all about passion. I think I don't have anything to prove anymore in the sport. At the beginning of my career, I wanted to be one of the best.
How do you feel after that match?
Thanks, Dean. Thank you. It's just great to play here in the stadium court. Really motivates me. I had a tough opponent, Troy Warigon, and we played once or twice before this match, and we had a tough match. So I knew he was gonna be tough, and I just did what I have to and made it.
Okay, so I had to ask you. I was a little concerned at the start of this match that, you know, what kind of Andree Parrilla is going to come out after, you know, you had a lot of opportunities last night in the doubles match, and you guys, you know, you didn't come out on top. So I was personally concerned on how you were going to react on the stadium court again today, and you really shone and you really rose to the occasion and why you're the number 3 player on tour. What did you kind of do this morning to kind of change your mindset coming into that game?
After yesterday's match, it was tough to process it. Lose by a point and having so many opportunities, as you said, is really tough. But I just have to forget about that, and that loss kind of made me stay more alert, more focused, and that's what I came to do this morning. I just knew that I had to be focused, and the mistakes that happened yesterday they don't have to happen again today. So just focus and trying to forget about yesterday.
Well, I mean, what I saw you do today, obviously singles a lot different than the doubles game. You have all the control in the world. You really stepped up playing Troy. Troy's a tough player, but you didn't allow him to execute any of his shots. And every time you had an opportunity, you just looked very comfortable out there in the singles game. You're the number 3 seed. We know we're all expecting big things from an Andree Parrilla this weekend here at the U.S. Open. You're going to have to take on the winner of Charlie Pratt or your doubles partner, Lalo Portillo. So I'm sure you're going to be watching that match because he's your doubles partner. So we're going to let you go, but I want to thank you for coming by, ladies and gentlemen. You want to say hello to any of your sponsors, any people back home? I know you have your family here, which is always special.
Yeah, thanks to my family and all the people from Mexico and all the people that is watching. Please keep supporting Racquetball, keep watching, and thank you for doing all the stuff that you're doing. Thanks to my sponsors, Gearbox, Gruas Escobedo, San Besmuti, and La Loma Centro Deportivo. Thank you, guys.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's the number 3 seed here, Andree Parrilla. We'll be back next. We have Rocky Carson, Maurice Miller, right here at the U.S. Open, Minneapolis, Minnesota.